Hey, I just moved recently and I just thought I would show you a little bit of my apartment. As you can see, that's the living room. Yeah, it's been a rocky few months. Let me tell you more about it and what my thoughts are about the future. Ah, I'm gonna get hit by a bus. Ah, it's my favorite bus picture. Is this on? Testing 1, 2, 3. Yes, I am finally moved into my new place. And let me tell you, it's been a long road to downsize to a smaller apartment and to actually get rid of a lot of my stuff and think like a minimalist. Now, the whole reason I did it, well, there's a couple reasons, but number one, my two kids are grown. One's out of the house. The other one just turned 18 this past week, actually. And I didn't need a 3-bedroom apartment anymore because the other one moved out. And, I needed to save some money on rent. And I thought, well, we only need a 2-bedroom. So let me downsize and get into this smaller place, which I actually love a lot better than the bigger place, because there seems to be more room, which is really awkward, but the bedrooms and all that are bigger. But anyway, another reason that this is all coming together, and I guess it's freaking me out a little bit, and I just wanted to do this vlog and share my thoughts with you. It's not just the move into a smaller apartment. It's actually the thought that my youngest is actually a grown-up now. He's 18. And it won't be long before he will be moving out on his own with his girlfriend. It could be 6 months after he gets out of school in May. It could be maybe one more year till he gets his feet planted, with a place and a job. But anyway, this is what I've been looking forward to. This has been what I've been striving for. I've been waiting for my kids to be grown and moved out and independent so that I can actually leave and travel the world. This has been my ultimate goal in life. Everything I've worked towards to this moment has been geared towards that, to travel solo and, and bring great videos to you. Which, by the way, just to let you know, I have decided to start another YouTube channel when I start traveling. More to come on that. It'll have a whole new name and it'll still be me, but I'm going to share my adventures with you. So as soon as that happens, I will drop the link below a video and I'll let you know where to go. And if you want to join me on that journey, hey, feel free to subscribe, because that would be fab. Not that I would stop making videos for you here, because this is more, like a place to share my inspirations and thoughts with you. But that is going to be more geared towards my adventures, to my travel adventures, being an older woman and doing solo travel. So stay tuned for that. That is big, big time coming. And that's what brings me to my thoughts today. Because I was sitting there thinking the other day, when I had some time, I said, man, so much has been going on. My kids, birthdays, moving into this new apartment, not long before he graduates from high school. And then it's just going to fall like dominoes, sort of like these things in the background. It's going to go boom, 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 very, very fast. Like, before I know it, I'm going to be turning in my resignation to a job that I have been with for 23 years. Okay? If that's not a freak out, I don't know what is. But I'm going to leave my job and I'm going to travel the world. And my plan, of course, is to bring video content to you It's also to work online as an English teacher, so that is another side hustle I have to bring in income. And yeah, it's exciting, but it's also scary. And just the thought of me giving up everything I've worked towards in my life, giving up a career that has paid well through the years and helped support my children and me, giving up a hometown that I've lived in for over 20 years and I'm familiar with, right? I'm sure you can relate, and just stepping out into the unknown, stepping out and getting out of my comfort zone and just going pretty much where the wind takes me. Like, I really don't have a set agenda of where I want to go or what I want to do. The main goal, though, from all the traveling I will do is not only to see World Heritage sites and mix and mingle with the people and the cultures and enjoy the fabulous foods out there on the road, but it's also to establish a new home base. Um, I'm closing into actual retirement, official retirement years. I'd say I have a decade, maybe a little bit more to go. So I want the adventure while I still can physically and mentally do it. I don't want to have any regrets when I hit the final years. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be sad leaving my kids in the States, but they understand. They know what mom wants to do, and they know why mom wants to do it. And hey, I mean, the worst case scenario, if things go awry and they don't work out, well, there's always home base, which is back to the States, which is back to Florida, which is where I'm living. Um, you know, I come back broke. I mean, who says you can't make money again? I could flop on one of my kids' couches and live there. They owe it to me. And then just get another job and start all over again. I mean, it's really no big deal, okay? But that's not my ultimate goal. Like, I don't plan to fail. So, you have plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan A, of course, is to find a home base in a country that's affordable to me, okay? Whether that could be Ecuador is really good as far as cost of living and expats from America. It could be maybe in Europe, Eastern Europe, and Georgia. I hear that country is really excellent, great food, friendly people. They speak English. A lot of American expats in that community as well. So that's it. I want to find where the expats are, and I want to find the country that fits me best for my retirement years. And then, I can always see my kids. They can come visit me. They'll have a place to stay in an exotic location. I can always go back to the States and visit them. I'm not really worried about that, And then who knows if grandkids come around, even though they're telling me they're not going to have children. But if they do, then let's give them an international adventure, Let these kids grow up and realize that there's more to the world than the square space that they live in. Not only their home in the States, but just being in the United States. Like, culture here in the United States, I know we're a melting pot of people. And I had this discussion with my kids the other day, but we really don't have a culture in America. I mean, we're a young country. We've only been around like 250 years, give and take, since it's been established. And there's other countries around the world, which you may be from. You may not even be watching me from in the United States. But you have such a sense of heritage and culture that goes way back. We're talking hundreds of thousands of years that has been integrated into you and your family and your traditions. And it's like, we don't really have that. I mean, people come to the United States and they bring their culture to the United States, but that's just it. They bring it to the United States. So they have their little subcultures within the United States and their traditions. But when you think about it, the only tradition I can say that America has, in my opinion, and put a comment below if you think this is right or if you feel it isn't. Let me know your opinion. My opinion of the tradition in America is that everybody's in a hurry. This is our culture. It's a fast-paced culture. We want it now, society. It's greed. I hate to say it, but most people are out for the greenbacks and they will step on your back to get it. And they don't care who they hurt. And that's a shame. But yeah, it's about greed. It's about a fast-paced hustle society. And it's about fast food. I mean, we have no good quality food unless it is brought in from another culture. You know, when you think of American food, do you think of a good meal at a Vietnamese restaurant? No. You think about burgers, fries, pizza, hot dogs, I'm sure, right? And junk food, chips, Doritos, Coke. That's our culture. And so from that, in the last 30 to 40 years, has stemmed obesity. So the new culture in America is obesity and diabetes and all these chronic diseases, which really sucks, you know? And I think that's one of the reasons that I want to leave. Like, I don't really associate with this anymore. I don't believe that I am part of the American landscape or the American culture. I want to be part of something greater than this. I want to be part of history. I want to see cultures from all over the world and artifacts and, archaeological wonders. I want to be part of that. That is going to be my new norm. So, I know I'm rambling and all these thoughts are just like streaming through my head right now that I wanted to share with you, but that brings this whole video to this point. It's getting real, okay? This shit's getting real. My kids are now grown. That was like step one. I wanted to go to school to get my college education. Actually, that was step one. Check, did it. I was waiting for my kids to grow up so that I could downsize, save more money, and get ready for my big adventure. Check. And then I wanted to find another means of making money online. So, I got myself a teaching certificate, and, right now I have about a year's experience teaching English online, and I continue to do this. Check. Extra income. And now it's just a matter of time. It's like now I really got to buckle down, and I've got to plan the exit. I've got to, think about accommodations, how to make it as cheap as possible, through maybe woofing. Have you ever heard of woofing? It's like exchanging your skills for a place to stay, especially in organic farms, or even using my teaching skills. I can volunteer in different locations in the world, offer my teaching skills for a couple hours a day, and then I got a rest of the day for myself. And I get a free place to stay. And usually 2 or 3 meals are included in that. Like, check out World Packers. That's an example. That's where you can get this. And then, of course, flights. Flights is a big expense. But I secured a credit card. Chase Sapphire, by the way, is an excellent credit card. It offers points, from 1 to 5, depending on what you buy, and they give you 1 to 5 times the points of your purchase, is what I'm saying. And then they give you 25% more if you book through their site certain flights. So if you already have $1,000 sitting there to use for free travel points to book a flight, it's worth another 25% more if you go through their site. And usually you can get pretty good deals. So I've been accumulating my points throughout the years. I've had the card for a couple years. And not only that, there's frequent flyer miles. So these are the things that, I'm lining up and I'm thinking about and I'm planning. How can I get my accommodation and my flights cheap as possible, if not to zero? Okay, that's the goal next. And then where do you want to go, right? And then, of course, covering food and ground transportation once I get to the country I want to be in. And my goal is to actually do slow travel. I don't want to just sit there for a few weeks. I mean, you can't really experience a country in a few weeks, even a city, let alone a country. So I'm looking at staying roughly 30 days, either 1 month, maybe up to a year, depending on how long I can stay legally in a country. But slow travel, so I can keep my flight expenses low, as low as possible, moving from one country to the other. So I've got all this in my head. I've got steps that I'm planning, and then the other thing, of course, is being debt-free. I've been working on paying off a lot of debt lately. I'm almost there, proud to say. And, it's all coming to a head. It's coming to a point where this shit's getting real. Like, this is not a dream anymore. This isn't something that's far out into the future where it's going to take me another 2 to 5 years. This is happening now. And I'm very excited and I'm very nervous all at the same time, but yet I'm so ready to do it. I'm so ready to go. And then the other piece of it is my health. I've been buckling down to clean my diet up and get as healthy as I could possibly be. Because, let's face it, if I can't move physically well, I got to be able to carry a backpack or pull luggage, on a plane, off a plane, train, bus, whatever. And I want to be able to walk around a beautiful city like London without getting out of breath. So that's another thing that I have been personally growing to accomplish on my own. That was my personal growth journey. So it's all coming together. There is this big purpose that I am accomplishing, and the ultimate goal is the international travel. So like I said, bringing this video to a close, and if you made it this far, oh my God, thank you for listening, okay? I love you. You're my viewers. I absolutely love you to death. But there will be a travel video or a travel YouTube channel that will be coming out when I start to travel. I will document everything, okay? Everything from hopping on that first airplane flight to getting into my first volunteer opportunity, to just, living it up and showing you the sights. And who knows, partying with new people. Hey, that's always fun. And who knows, maybe even meeting you, my family out there. Wherever you are in the country, also drop me a comment, or in the world. Tell me what country you live in. If you're not from here in the States, where are you from? Let me know. If, I can put you on my itinerary when I start to travel. You can drop me a line and let me know where you're at, and, maybe you can show me the sights of your hometown. That would be pretty cool. So, thank you for watching. I always appreciate you. And also thank you for your donations through Buy Me a Coffee. And hey, if you still want to continue and help me to save money to travel, link below, buy me a cup of coffee. It all goes towards the business of growing this channel, and it also goes towards the business of the second channel when I start to travel. Okay? So I'm going to end this video. It's been too long. Peace out.